Hey everybody, it is Brett Glover here with Real Life Trading, and I'm bringing you a stock review or stock setup, I should say, that I'm looking at here over the next couple of days. We're looking at MGA, Magna International. Doing a little research on this. It sounds like they are some sort of a supplier for Apple in terms of their EV program for their electric vehicles. So if we take a look at the chart, though, the weekly chart, obviously we are in a decent uptrend. We traded up for a little bit, chopped around for a little while, had a nice little breakout. Here is our pullback, and I think we do move higher from here. Looking at that weekly chart, we have an RSI breakout, crossed over 50 a couple of weeks back. We also now have our 8 and 21 EMAs crossing over on that weekly chart as well. That's going to give us that little bit of momentum strategy. If we flip over to the daily chart, and this is what really grabbed my attention initially, is you can see that we traded down a little bit of a corrective wave, made our lowest low here, traded back up, made a lower high, traded back down, and we actually stopped here, making now a higher low. And so then we traded back up. We now made a higher high. And so as long as we maintain a higher low, I think we have some nice momentum to the upside. Now this red line here, our resistance level, hopefully this will hold as support. You can see the amount of bearish volume that came in here as well. There's a couple of ways that I think you can play this. And so if we flip on our moving averages, they are a little bit of a mess here. Though we did have on the daily our 8 and 21 cross here. Of course, we rejected right off that 200, traded back down for that higher high, and now made a little cross above. So I do think that we are in for somewhat of a retest. And so my first instinct on this is to look for an entry right around 83, 83.30, something like that. Somewhere right in this range. Let's call this 83.30. And what I think that does, just like that. Okay, so that would be my initial preference for an entry, is 83.30. Give us a chance to retest this volume here that broke out. And this is a lot of selling volume here as well. So I wouldn't be surprised, just because we do have this little bit of a cup shape. If we do flash down, test this 83.30-ish level, get bought up before moving higher, creating a little bit of a cup and handle formation. And so what I'll be looking for initially is an entry right down here on this pullback. Now, if that does not happen and we do end up closing above this volume, I think that's a different story. Then I think you could look at a little bit more of an aggressive entry with a little bit more of an aggressive stop. Just all depends on your risk tolerance. As far as a target go, I would be looking, kind of right around that 98, 99, just sub 100 target level. If we can get an entry down here around 83.30, I'd be looking for a stop, with our 50 simple right here of maybe 80.30 or so, maybe a little bit lower or even below this pivot. It really depends on your risk tolerance, but I think you get a nice little risk reward up to this 100 level, which does present not only a right around the 0.786 retracement from this high to this low, but it is a psychological level as well, being that it's right around 100. So again, my initial thoughts with RSI being where it is right now, this amount of selling volume, we will take this out, I believe. So I'm going to be looking for that pullback right around 83.30 or so. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a little flash down and we made a little bit of a hammer candle, maybe an inside candle, and then broke higher from there. So that's what I'm going to be looking at on MGA. And I really appreciate you listening. If you have any questions or if you are struggling in your trading journey, reach out to anybody in Real Life Trading Military. We are here to help. We do trade on a vast amount of discipline, having a great plan, And as always, we take the fight to the market every day.